Now, I'm keen to find out more about being an intern and working out how being an intern is valuable to the individual and also valuable to the organisation. In the studio, we have Rebecca Tolstoy from Perth Rotary and also Path of Hope. Jessica Yang, who's with the McCusker Foundation, she's an intern, and Blake Bond, who's a Curtin University marketing intern as well. I'll start with you, Beck. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Millsy. Thank you for having us.
Tell us about the internship and what it's meant for your organisation, particularly for the charitable one that you run, Path of Hope.
It has meant so much. I am blown away how much knowledge young people have, how much passion they have for people who are vulnerable in our community. So this started in 2018, and so we have kept having interns on from Curtin, and now this year we also have from UWA through the McCusker Foundation, and it's been amazing. They not only give so much of their knowledge and time, but also so much giving to the women and children, as we are doing for Breaking the Cycle of Family Violence. They are sharing that they are receiving and understanding more about their local communities.
Right. So Jessica and Blake have both been working with your organisation. How do you work out who's going to do what or what they actually bring?
So we have job descriptions. So that's so they know what they're going to do, and then we do a plan when they start on what they want to learn. So what is it that they set out for the term? And then we, every couple of weeks, we sit down and making sure that they're on track,
right,
but also have timesheets and teach them about time management and all that through.
So part of Perth Rotary's push is to make other organisations realise there's a benefit in having an intern brought into the organisation from a number of point of views, including a set of fresh eyes?
Absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, both Blake and Jessica here have brought so much, which I hope they will share with you today. But for me, I have so much to thank them for, that we would not be able to raise awareness if their knowledge from their uni degrees wasn't applied. So,
right.
Yes.
Well, let's start with you, Jessica. You're with the you're a McCusker Foundation intern. What does that actually mean?
So I've been assigned to the Path of Hope. So my role is to be researching for Rebecca on the laws regarding corporal punishment, and so I've had a really fun time spending my hours with Rebecca, and I've just been doing a lot of researching and learning a lot of new things.
So what you're doing, you're coming to the conclusion of your law degree. So you're trying to take some of the knowledge that you've got and try and apply it in a practical scenario. Is that the best way to describe it?
Yeah. So through this internship, I've actually not only been able to use the things that I've learned at school, so a lot of skills that I've learned from university, and I've also gotten a chance to practice my communication skills in a professional environment as well.
Right. So that's very vital, isn't it, going forward for someone like yourself practicing the law. And Blake, you're a mover and shaker, they told me. You're a marketing guru already. You've only got a few weeks left and you've finished your qualification. Tell us how you thought an internship was the way to go to enhance your employability.
Awesome. Thanks, Millsy. So I did an internship in my second year of my degree, which I think the most important thing that came out of that was it helped me really understand what it meant to study in business. So coming straight from high school, you're still sort of, and then into uni, you're still sort of in that study mindset. You know, you're completing assignments, you're doing readings, but you don't really know what it means to have a degree and then a career in business. And through an internship with Path of Hope, it's given me an opportunity to sort of find the skills that I really like.
In order to enhance what you're doing.
Yeah, and find out where I want to take myself.
Fair enough. Your other mates that are studying, how many of them have gone down internship roles?
I'd say it's probably about half of them.
Right. And they vary in different places. And so when you come back into a class scenario in uni, do you play on those experiences and be able to make it far more realistic in what you're talking about?
Oh, definitely. You can definitely tell the difference between people who have done internships and those who haven't. It makes the content you're learning, you're able to sort of reflect on the work you've done, and it helps cement it more than just sort of reading it in a textbook.
Yeah. I suppose people would say it's not a paid role, so you're going in there and giving your time, but I suppose you'd argue that it's an investment into your futures. Jess?
Yeah, I agree, because these skills and experiences, I think that you can't get at university. Experiences, I think, are really important, and the more you have, the better it is.
Right. Often they say that TAFE was a better practical exponent, if you like, of exposing people to real life. I hate to use that term, but sometimes unis can be criticised as being a place of theoretical study and not prac. So this is one way that you could enhance, if you like, the theory into practice?
Definitely. It's the main route they sort of provide you in terms of being able to put those skills. And with Rebecca, if you have someone guiding your internship as she does, someone who cares about your growth as much as what you bring to the business, I think that practical aspect is something that all uni students should really go after.
So who have you been exposed to? Have you met people that you wouldn't have been exposed to if you didn't do the internship?
Definitely. So through Path of Hope, being a Rotary project, I've met a bunch of interesting people through Rotary, as well as one of my main roles in my internship was to help market and advertise the Path of Hope annual gala we have. And through that, I've met a bunch of other people who are also committed to making this gala run. And through that, I've been exposed to a plethora of different people and skills.
So writing assignments, etc., when you get back into the university scenario, does that make it easy? Can you encompass some of those experiences into some of those requirements?
Yeah, a lot of the assignments are a bit reflective and they ask for your input in terms of skills that you've gained and projects you've worked on. And through the internship, you can really put those into use.
Right. So you'd recommend it?
Yes, definitely.
Right. You got a big smile on your face when you said that. So that's good. So you've obviously felt that you've grown as a consequence of being an intern. You don't feel like you have been taken advantage of or anything like that? Because sometimes people point the finger and say, it's just cheap labour, but that's not the case.
No, I feel really lucky to have met a supervisor like Rebecca because she's always so understanding and encouraging. So she's always shown on many occasions how much she cares about young people and their opportunities. So I feel like she always listens to the things that I say as well, so
Sure.
she's very receptive.
So the other interns the same when they talk about their experiences?
There are definitely some organisations that are still sort of stuck in the mindset of having interns to go run coffee or sort papers, but slowly I think organisations are starting to understand the importance of supporting the students and supporting their growth.
I think we in this country probably don't understand it as well as some other countries have, and they've adopted that model a lot better, and there seems to be a uni to work model a lot easier than what we've had in the past by having internships. What about the future? If I sat down with you in 5 years' time, Jess, what will you be doing?
I think I would just be, because I'm looking to continue postgrad, so I might be just
Studying?
recently graduated.
Really? Still another 5 years?
Maybe not another 5 years,
Goodness.
but just not quite still inexperienced.
Righto. And what about yourself, Blake? You'll be a multi-millionaire by then? Or?
Oh, you could only hope.
Right.
So I've only got about 4 weeks left in my degree, so in 5 years I'd love to see myself either marketing or advertising in the music and events industry, entertainment and maybe radio is a lovely spot. But
What'd you think of Robbie Williams on the weekend?
loved it.
Right. Half-time entertainment?
Oh, we were definitely entertained. Not so much by the game, but he definitely stepped it up.
Yeah, indeed. All right. Well, good to meet you both. I wish you well. And hopefully others that are attending university maybe look into it, because every uni would have a pathway similar to this.
They do, yeah. They all support it.
Right. Okay. So you being at UWA?
Yeah.
And also being at Curtin?
Yeah, no.
Good to see you. And Beck, if you're going to continue to do it, I mean, is Rotary behind the project in the long run? Do you think it's paid its dues?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I just got to say, both Blake and Jessica, watching them blossom, finding their voices and actually putting all that input in, I want to put that out there, that they actually have a voice and they got a lot for us to teach us a lot of things, our oldies. So it certainly is a give and take.
Good on you. Thanks for coming in on a holiday. Appreciate it very much. And it takes me back. The point that you made, Blake, was very valid, that often when someone comes out on work experience or someone comes in an internship, often it's just babysitting, and it can be a hell of a lot better than that if you put some creativity into it. So well done. Good point made. There you go. Rebecca Tolstoy, Jessica Yang and Blake Bond, part of our program this afternoon. We're going to have a chat with one of the Eagles premiership stars from 30 years ago today. Peter Wilson coming up shortly. It's 1:17.
6PR is full of smart speakers. There's Gareth Parker, Liam Bartlett, Millsy, Ollie, Todd Johnson, Simon Beaumont, John Lewis, Mark Gibson. And the smartest way to hear them all is with Amazon Alexa. With an Amazon Echo smart speaker at home or at work, listening to your favourite station is as easy as saying, Alexa, play 6PR. Now that's smart. Amazon Echo with Alexa. Grab yours now at amazon.com.au.